Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shai, Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shai, Kaupala Yahweh Bachin Yahweh Shai, Bachin Yahweh Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle and great militant rule well, their citation of action and preaching the truth across the four corners of the earth, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bachin Yahweh Shai, that the hope will elect, citation of Israelite foreigner that scattered amongst the nations, who believe in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and shalom to the sister and family that tune into the gospel preached around the whole world. Peace and mercy unto you, and who the world inwardly called God, his name is Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. I read the Hebrew Israelite that consists of these so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and those in line descendant go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, due to the scattering amongst the nations. Alright, I came across this uh, YouTuber I watch frequently, or different, basically alternative news and stuff, and he had brought this out about the Space Force Command Center logo. Alright, the thick-headed dragon. Alright, and instantly it made me think of the scriptures. Alright, the dragon in Revelation. Alright, so let's get. It's the Peterson Cyber Garrison. Alright. Now it's that Peterson Air Force Base, which is in Colorado. Alright. At this Air Force Base is let's read it real quick. Peterson Air Force Base is a U.S. Air Force base that shares an airport with the adjacent Colorado Springs Municipal Airport, home to the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, alright, which is a very, very important command, alright. So I thought that was interesting. It said with the recent creation of the U.S. Space Force, Peterson Air Force Base, and other airport installations that do primarily space work are planned to be renamed to Space Force Bases, effectively becoming Peterson Space Force Base. Alright. Sorry, you got something to hear. Chill of the Peterson Cyber Garrison. Alright, let me click on that. And bring you to this right here. Alright, and it's the Peter Cyber Garrison is a United States Space Force Garrison Command. It is assigned to Space Operations Command and headquarters at Peterson Air Force Base, Colorado. Alright, and like I said, it's their logo, and just was created on 24th July 2020. Alright, it's only been sort of stay around for 5 months and 19 days. Alright, so just last year, the United States Space Force. Alright, so the logo is pretty interesting. Alright, it made me think of the scriptures. Alright, Esau basically his the dragon and his angel. Alright, trying to fight against the house and the angel when they come back. Scriptures. Like the brother, I had found it and shared with the bro in the group me, and the bro had commented or replied back that it's Stitch Head and also Stitch two Stitch um, the neck forming the Stitch. So we know the number of his name is what? Stitch 100 and Stitch Stitch. Alright, Stitch. It's the number of the man. Alright, Esau Edom. Let me get that real quick. Revelation 13. 13 and 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, threescore and six. Alright? So the brother had pointed out that Hydra, alright, which is a dragon with multiple heads. Let's go to Adam Online. It's the name of the many-headed Lernaean water serpent slain by Hackle in Greek mythology, from Greek Hydra, from feminine a hydro, water snake, from hydor, water. Well, let's get the regular definition. Yeah, pretty much the same meaning. So yeah, that's pretty much Hydra is. Multiple. So it's the dragon, alright? Now this also made me think of literature. Because it had the multiple head and it coming out like it's looking like it's coming out of the sea. Alright. This is Revelation 17 and 1 that it came one of the seven angels which had the seven veil and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the king of the earth hath committed fornication, and the inhabitant of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Let me jump down because this verse 15, and he said unto me, the water which thou seest where the whore sitteth are people and multitude and nation and tongue. Alright? So this represents he don't have control over the earth. Alright, which cause the power has been given to him to rule the earth. Alright? To tell you Job 9:24, uh let me get it. The wicked are his authority. Alright, Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the just thereof. It's not where and who is he. All right. So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which is Esau, even the so-called white man. All right. He has control of the earth right now, but he about to lose that. Okay. Cause he about to go to war with the angel of the state, and he gonna lose. It's Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angel. Alright? It's the dragon. Esau, Edom, so called white man, getting ready. Alright? That's why he created the faith for us. To prepare to get ready to fight the house shy and the angels. But they're gonna be unsuccessful at it, alright? They're gonna brutally lose, alright? With a sword of destruction. And prevail not, neither would their place found anymore in the heavens. Alright? It's still a white man. NATO and the EU are gonna be destroyed in the Space Force, alright? So they wanna create a new branch. It's gonna be utterly destroyed. Yeah. That's Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. That's the House Shy. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. Alright, he's gonna war with these other nations, and he's gonna be successful. He's gonna win. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. He had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. And the army which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with he should smite the nation, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power of Yahweh. Alright? So he's going to make war with the nation. Alright, NATO and the EU and the other nation. Yeah, we read that already. Alright. Revelation 12 and 7. Okay. That's another scripture. And second Ezra's. Second Ezra 13. Go to the whole chapter. Second Ezra 13, and I'll just start at 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with 1,000 of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Now I'm going down to verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, There were to gather together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to do the man that came out of the sea. Alright, it's in the midst of World War III. Alright, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, how to judge the nation. Joel chapter 3. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would not have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. That's how Masters was, alright? That's how big the ship gonna be. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to do him were sore afraid, and yet dirt fight, alright? So they're gonna have the fear put on them to still fight, alright? They could be they could be shitless scared, man. That's the word dirt. Oh, this wants the definition, man. Basically, it's a dialectical past tense of dare, alright? They're still gonna fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held his sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I thought that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lip a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out spark and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and filled with violence, alright, that's a laser, concentrated fire, upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned him up, every one. See, that's how huge the slaughter is, man. So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived. So you might Space Force, alright, NATO, EU, all y'all gonna be dapped to nothing, man. Y'all have no chance to stand against the power of Yahweh Shai and the angel, man. But only dust and smell of smoke. When I thought it, I was afraid. Yeah, that was probably a terrifying vision to see, man. That's actually going to take place. That's why we have the prophet to tell you the things that happen before they happen. All right. So he thought he ain't gonna stand a chance, man. Not with none of the weapons you got. The rod of God, the satellite system, the ISS space station. All right. The Starlink satellite. Mental laser, you ain't gonna stand a chance against your house and Michael and the angel, man. But you gonna have in your mind that you still think you're gonna fight. How trying to put the same spirit he put on Moses, locking not Moses on Pharaoh. All right, not letting go. The Israelite man, you're gonna be the heart is going to be hardened. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to bring out how I thought this was ironic how it correlates to the scriptures. All right, Esau being the beast. So that song.